Hello, it's Wednesday. Yay. How is everyone? Let us know that you're joining us in the comments. Debbie, Shiloh, you guys say hi.
Hey everyone.
Go. Well, if this is your first time joining us, we like to jump on about mid-month just to kind of go through some of the layouts that we created with specifically the Kiwi Club kit from this month. We'll take a chance to answer any questions. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. We'll try to keep an eye on those. And overall, just our goal in general is to hopefully inspire you guys to create more meaningfully and more consistently in your own lives. And I can definitely say it's a blessing to get the kit each month and to create with it each month and just kind of see what comes about. And so it's always fun. And it's always a good opportunity for us, when I say us, me, Debbie, and Shiloh, to see what each other created as well, because half of the time we don't even see what each other creates. And then this gives us an opportunity to be like, oh my gosh, that's really cute. And then we get that creating bug itch again, and it's just a big old cycle every time. So, all right. Well, can you guys see the comments? Are you guys,
someone needs, oh, there we go.
Just a big old
Whoops.
every time.
Hang on.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to hear myself. That's like,
the words.
Yeah.
It is terrible to hear yourself. I never like to hear myself speak.
I mean, I've gotten a little bit better over the years, of course, but there is something about hearing yourself in a recording that still just like throws you off. Like you're like, wait, what? Like,
That's what I hear when I talk and I hear
yeah.
like, who is that talking?
All right, so let me pull up the PDF. This is what we're going to be using to kind of like just share some things. We'll share our screen, and hopefully all the technical stuff cooperates in today. If you're not familiar, so we try to make sure to provide a digital idea book as a resource for inspiration, like a one-place resource that you can find these ideas. And you know, again, if you're a current Kiwi Club member, we encourage you to pull out the kit. It's always fun to kind of challenge yourself to see what you can create with the kit. And that's what we did. We took the challenges and we take one full kit and we create as much as we can with the kit, which typically is 3 2-page layouts. So a total of 6 pages altogether, typically. And usually there's leftover. You could do another 1-pager if you wanted to or something, but
or make a few cards to go with it. Like there is usually always enough for a few little things.
If you pull in like a white cardstock background or something like
that.
Or you could stretch it beyond that, which I've seen people do like 10 layouts by adding additional backgrounds in. It's crazy. All right, so take the challenge and join us in creating the challenge, creating more consistently and more meaningfully in your own lives, and take these challenges, which is what that first page is for. On top of that, currently the Kiwi Club PDF is categorized by challenges. So taking that challenge is always fun. And so the first challenge we have is this sketch challenge. And I need a refresher on what I did. So let's get into it.
I'm like really trying to think, what was my assignment? What did I do?
Yeah. So I went first, just a simple thing. Like I was trying to figure out what pictures to scrapbook. Naturally, this Kiwi Club kit is great for your summer, your tropical memories. If you have anything like that, tropical birthdays, just bright and happy. The colors are very fun. If you're not necessarily doing tropical, it's also motivating, like can do it. Like it could be really cute pictures for like even graduation pictures or something along that lines could be fun. But for the most part, I chose to take these, I scrapbooked these pictures of me and Mindy on a trip that we took. And it was perfect. I mean, really any kind of water pictures works great. And I kept it really simple. You'll see here, like, that's the sketch. That's my layout. That's the sketch. That's my layout.
But
so
you know, it's nice to see it in paper form. It's like, it's really fun with all the patterns and colors and everything.
I think the only thing I really shifted was the toucan. I put it at the top, and I added, I adjusted I added one more picture down at the bottom.
Well, and I like how you added extra leaves on that, the little branch.
I do too. I do too.
That's really cute. You like.
I just took them and then
Was
cut them
that the
out.
one from the little doodle piece?
No,
Or
this
is
was
that
just,
the same leaves?
yeah, it was just the same leaves. So I'll give a quick, gonna get motion sickness. I think it's down at the bottom. So this kit specifically for those that are not familiar, it includes these designer templates here at the bottom. So yeah, I took the leaf branch and I just, instead of cutting another full branch, I just cut additional leaves, just the portion of the leaf out on that. So these, of course, are things that we'll highlight throughout our showing and telling of our own ideas. And then, of course, the paper is also really cute in this kit, which is all of our samples are created with the paper specifically from this kit. Okay, so back to the top here.
Sorry.
It's good so that people have a reference point for sure. Okay, just that little cute flamingo there, and then that's cute too.
It was a fun kit.
Yeah, so Shiloh, I love how this is really cute.
Okay, yeah, on to mine. I adjusted it a little bit differently than, I didn't use as many of the blocks of paper. So instead of like doing the big strip down the one side on the left side of the page, I thought, well, I'll just, maybe do something has a little more movement. So I decided to pull that piece in, and then I did
one of the trails in half?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. So on this other side, I did like a full cascade, and then I took on the left side, I just took my other cascade piece and cut it in half. I just wanted a little bit of a border on that curve there, and then I had a little extra, and I thought, well, maybe I'll do, I don't know. Sometimes you just fall into little ideas, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to see how they look as halves, and then kind of played with it. But I like how it turned out. I mean, I think it was really fun. I adjusted my pictures a little bit, but I mean, it's still pretty similar to the little sketch, I feel like, as far as like the basic layout goes. But I just made a few little adjustments to it. And then I did add in the little leaf that we got in the wild kit.
Oh, underneath the left. Yeah. Because people were wondering.
I'm trying to remember, that was a couple months ago, not too long ago. So hopefully everybody has it, but it works really cute with all the other ones on here. Absolutely. And then I guess now that I'm looking at this and refreshing my memory, I did cut those leaves off of the branch as well.
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
And I put it with the little flower.
It does. It makes a cute cluster with that. It's from Tiny Springtime Flower. It's so cute. I love Tiny Springtime. If you or not Tiny Springtime,
no,
Tiny
Seaside. Yeah. And this is such, like, you could use that as a starfish if you wanted to as well, but like it's a really cute little flower. And then the little center piece turned out really good. And I think that was in the little doodle thing in the kit, right?
Yeah.
I just finished scrapbooking the next month.
Another one. That's what's in my head.
I know, but summer's not over yet. And it's so fun to I don't know about you guys, but when I was scrapbooking these summer kind of memories, right? Because again, it's a very tropical summer. I was like, okay, I didn't get a beach trip, but this makes up for it. I felt it
was really fun to go back and relive some of these memories. And I always have tons of pictures that work for this kind of kit. And I have to say, I love the colors of it. Like this deep, raspberry purple. I don't even know what you call it. It's so pretty.
Yeah. I know on our last live, people were like, oh, I want purple, but I really love this raspberry because purple can tend to clash in some ways, but you almost get to the purple family, but not.
Yeah, it feels like a purple, but it's just that more raspberry purple, and it is so pretty. I love this color. And the color scheme was perfect for my pictures. And I don't know. I loved scrapbooking with this kit. It was really a lot of fun and awesome to capture some of my memories that I have from various trips.
Well, I'm gonna point this out too, because you put your pineapples to the side, which don't bother me. I just remember it came up. And I'd like to point those out just because people can sometimes like, you know, hold themselves like accountable to the paper or like restrict them. And again, it's a preference, but for me, I don't think it really like clashes.
It doesn't, I thought it worked okay. I actually did debate on that when I was doing this, but I decided just to roll with it because I didn't think it mattered. Some patterns I try to
Some
keep.
patterns do like really
Yeah,
do
some patterns
stand
it's a
out,
lot more noticeable, and so I'll make the effort to make sure that they're going the right direction. But in this case, I was like, you know, I think it still works fine.
Yeah.
So I don't think you always have to keep them the direction they're you know, designs. Like if they're all going up one way, like I think you can twist your paper and it still looks good.
Okay, well, let's jump to Debbie's sketch challenge here because I always love to see the different versions. It's so fun.
Yeah.
But I do want a pina colada now.
Right?
Like,
Let's go to a beach.
I know, I need a
Come
beach.
on over.
I know.
Debbie just lives with it in her backyard now.
Outside.
I know. Jeez. I would never get anything done. I think I've already said that, but it's the truth.
It is nice. I got a
that's
kit
cute.
that works well for my environment. But actually for the sketch, I reached out to Jen, my daughter-in-law, Erin's family. And because I didn't have any kind of pool pictures or just water, just sunshine, water, I kind of wanted to work with that feel. And the stripe paper that I use, it's kind of a zigzag stripe, reminded me of a beach towel. So I picked that paper so that basically that's kind of a beach feel that I did. And I also love this because in the pictures, the color that little young Noah is wearing is the same color that we were just talking about with that.
Kind of like that red raspberry.
It is. It just worked perfectly. I thought, oh, these are great. So I was just highlighting some pictures of a family day at the pool and the feel and fun of it and giving it that kind of, you know, Las Vegas. They were in Las Vegas at this time. So
lots of pool
palm
days, for
trees
sure.
and everything definitely went along with this event in their lives. And so I did have to do kind of a little more detailed, and that's where that doodle sheet came in. So with the doodle sheet, you were able to layer like fun layers with the toucan there, and added a little, even cut a little piece off down on the tail feathers down there, which is fun.
That's so cute. I think your bird turned out the best.
It's better than mine. Like,
I'm
I mean, it's not a comparison, but the details on that is so cute.
Well, and it was fun with all the doodle sheet stuff. It was so easy. And then I thought, where else do I want color? That's basically how I roll. Where else do I want color? What color should be there to kind of balance? What do I need to pull from one side to the other? And so then I wanted that kind of zigzag. That's the only piece of that zigzag stripe on that page. But
it's
it
so
does
cute,
tie in with the towel part.
It like did it, the one that you did the towel in, it like instantly did the stripe, and it's so cute. Okay, so another thing that stood out to me is the little twig.
Yes.
You just inked it like heavily.
Did I? Yeah, that's what I did. I cut it all out of the green, and then I just took my dauber and colored the stem part, brown, because that made sense to me, and then just wrapped a little string around it to give it some texture. And I also used the doodle sheet to cut out the coconuts in some burlap paper that I have.
That's so cute. And did you
Also
put
add
on
additional layers, the little fronds and such? So on that side.
Shiloh?
I was just noticing, is there like a little bit of twine wrapped around the branch too?
Yeah, that's what you said.
You're so good at all the little detail bits, Mom.
I think that you should just always have the assignment.
I know.
No way.
I think that was technically mine for next month, and I'm like, I didn't do this good.
On the other side, though, on the big, beautiful leaf that we got in the kit, I use the top of my oasis. So you see where my coconuts are on the right side. I just cut the top part out and layered that on top of that big leaf there. And then did, what is that? House plant on the other, one of my favorite little bits of
Oh,
templates.
that's from a previous kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling out those designer templates, you know,
Yeah.
retouching them, using them in a new light, like maybe you wouldn't have thought of, is always really fun to see. So again, so depending on the stylistics, which honestly, it just depends on mood, but kind of how it's broken up currently is like you have a simple and cute if you're looking towards more of that, but the designer templates allow you freedom to add layers. So very easily can accomplish the combination of a variety of different sets and just easily adding in a tiny accessory, which is really where Shiloh pulled in Tiny Seaside here, will naturally do a lot of that clustering and layer effect for you. So it just helps ease a lot of that for you. And then of course, really kind of free playing it, just having fun in the little details and adding textures and adding elements is always kind of a fun little step if you're feeling up to it. It's fun to kind of get those basics designed down. And then I know Debbie really enjoys it, and I always love watching her do it because you can tell when she hits that point in her layout, she just kind of like sets back and she just is like,
I get it all done, and then I sit back and look, and so now what can I do?
yeah, and then she
so
kind of
good. I get to that point and I'm like, it's done.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, next. Like,
I'm like, here's a little pen doodle. We're done.
but I love that you enjoy it. Like I find so much joy because you find joy in it. And I love that. It just shows like, I also enjoy the simple and cute. Like if I was going to say that's kind of my trend, but I love that because but I, every once in a while, like I seriously feel the itch inside and I'm like, no, I'm going to go a little bit more detail, or sometimes like I'll sew on my page. I'll go all out. Right. Yeah.
It's fun to have the rotating assignment for it so that we can focus on different things each time. So,
but right here you have vacation, you have, you know, pool, you have water, you have pina coladas. Like there's so many memories that you could pull in just in those 3 samples. So pull out those pictures and use the kit. And create for sure. All right. The next challenge was focused more on like doodling details because this kit did have a doodle sheet, which can be used as doodling. It can be used as stencils or little extra details in that regards. So lots of fun. Oh my goodness, your seagulls. Okay. So again, I just want to kind of give a close look. I don't know. Does anyone have the doodle sheet near them?
I can get it. Let's see. Give me a second. Okay, I put it in my. Yep, I have it.
Okay, so hold that up. Yeah. So this doodle sheet, it can either be fun elements where you just doodle on, like on a surface, or when we say stencil, we're referring to like where you trace like the seagulls out onto a scrap of paper and then you cut those out, right? So that's really, I mean, that's the first thing that stood out to me, Debbie, on this layout.
Yeah, the doodle sheet was fun. I played with obviously the seagulls. I love them. And being here by the ocean, you see them in flocks. You rarely see one, but they come in flocks. And so it was fun to make a flock of seagulls. That's probably not the right term for seagulls. I don't know what you call it.
You know best.
But I also, I did mostly cutting out some bits from that. Shiloh was holding that up, but there's some bursty bits. I don't know the technical names.
Yeah, well, it's like a burst, but I think when we designed it, it was intended to give that kind of tropical flower center.
Right.
But then it could also be used as like a little sunburst or something.
Right. Well, I used it for that very reason, kind of the middle of a flower. I added layers on the coconut. On the seashell, I did the pen work on the seashell, the pink one there. I just added some white markings and dots to it, which turned out well. I was really happy with it. It made me happy. Makes me
Um,
happy when I try something new and it works.
Well, and it's fun when you can be inspired because like there's so much on this page to be inspired by. I really did at a certain point with this kit because it was so cute. I was like, dang it, why did I scrapbook my Hawaii trip already? I think I just need to take another Hawaii trip because it's kind of perfect for Hawaii memories. Like besides that, and then I also had like the girls had a I think it was their 15th birthday. They had a tropical party theme, but I already scrapbooked those too. So I was like, those were things that I was like, dang, maybe I'll just scrapbook them again for fun. It was so cute.
Buy an extra kit. I did cut a French. I don't have your fancy
I love
scissors,
that.
but it made sense because this is a luau. On our honeymoon, we went to a luau on the other side of the island. And so I thought with the gals in their kind of grass skirts, leaf skirts, I thought, let me make a fringe. I don't have
It's
the
so cute.
scissors to do it. So I just snip, 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 snip. But it was super easy. And I really love the look that it added to it.
Well, I think making do with what you got is always a good idea, but I'm going to send you the link on my French scissors because I literally got them on Amazon for like $6.
Okay, do that.
Like I'm actually trying to pull it up really fast. So yeah, because I'm trying to remember, I did French on the upcoming kit and I'm like, did I do French on this one? I think it's partially probably because the grass skirt concept and like,
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I lied. They're not $6, they're $14, but still, these are the ones I have. They're actually
cute.
I think they're for like
Herbs.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it does do it in
But
paper.
they're showing you can do it for paper too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's fun.
that is fun.
So little fringe is it's a fun technique. I definitely like doing that. Okay, Shai, these are just precious moments. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Yeah, I've been saving these for just a little bit because I took like too many pictures at this particular moment. So this is probably like my third page of this same evening we were at the beach. But it was Clara's 16th birthday and we were spending it at the beach and the kids like got crazy on doing these I don't know, you call them sand people sculpture things, and they kept burying each other and making mermaids and all these crazy things, and it was so fun. So I was really excited to use these pictures, and again, the paper is perfect for it, and I love the titles that come in this kit. There's like a pretty good variety of stuff, and I just found it to be perfect. So as far as doodling went on this one, I did a little bit of like dotted lines around this new little piece in the summer, but mostly I stuck to cutting out the pieces. They're actually pretty good size for cutting. Still, they're not too tiny to actually manage. So I did like coconuts and I added some leaves to my oasis and did the little flamingo with the legs and cut out the seagulls and flower bits. So I like added quite a bit from the doodle sheet from onto this layout. I just did it in paper format and I love how it turned out. It was really fun. I love the flamingo. It's adorable. Somebody was just asking if any of us use the flamingo. So thankfully this layout came up.
I used the flamingo. I remember using it. I love it. Yes.
Yeah, and I was loving being able to use it though. I'm like you, and I think maybe last year I scrapbook my pictures that actually had flamingos in it already, and I'm like,
actual flamingos. Oh yeah.
Yes, and I was like, man, can I redo those? So I have this set of pictures. I'm not going to say what because I'm voting for a template to go with it that I've been holding because of this. I'm like, I'm just going to hold it because at some point we're probably going to make a template for this, so that when it happens, I have the perfect pictures. But yeah, this flamingo, it's adorable. It's really easy to dress up with. I did a little pen work on it for the wing and
and the pink is so vibrant. I love the pink in here with that cranberry color. And
yeah, they
go
together really well. And I don't usually love super bright colors personally. Like it's harder for me to scrapbook with them, but these are like perfect. They're like bright but really rich. Like they're such a pretty color combo.
Yeah, that detail with the doodle sheet on those is really cute. And then the use of the summer accessory sun.
Oh yeah, and then I did like just a
Whimsy.
normal little dots. I don't know if you can see them. I mean, I have my layout here. I guess I could show it, but I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yeah.
It's so dark, but it's kind of hard to see. But just along this little edge here,
Mhm.
if anybody can even see it.
You're definitely loving your white pen lately. Isn't it funny how we go like
I-
through certain phases? We're like, okay, I'm gonna fringe everything.
I feel like I'm definitely using pens a lot, which is funny because when we first were, years and years when I started scrapbooking, people always did a lot of pen stuff, right? That was 25 years ago. And then I thought, oh, that's kind of an old style. So I stopped doing it. And now I'm back and I'm
Now
like,
it's
I'm
new
so
again.
Yeah.
I think, but I really love the white pen. I like that it adds a bit without being too dramatic, but I have on a couple of my layouts recently used the black pen pretty often too, but I don't know. I like it because it adds a little something without having to take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like it's just cute, fast, adds that last little detail and done.
Lots of details from the doodle sheet. I don't think I used as much like you guys did, but you guys added a lot. That's cute. Super cute.
I know, I'm trying to remember. I had and that little scallopy thing on my Oasis, that's on the doodle sheet too. So that's at the top end. So if people haven't done that yet, so down the trunk of the tree, that's on the doodle sheet too.
Cute. Well, I hope you guys are hearing a lot of versatility in what you can scrapbook with this kit. I mean, it can be beach pictures, it could be pool pictures, it can be party pictures, it can be Hawaii pictures, it could be any type of tropical pictures, it could be
my Clara did a girls camp that was Hawaiian themed one year too. So like there's a lot of things that tend to be tropical in nature for everyday stuff.
So I definitely pulled on those little flamingo here.
Cute.
Okay.
Oh,
You had pictures.
These pictures were so much fun. I was inspired to buy this flamingo for my kids at the beginning of the summer, and we've gotten pretty good use out of it this summer. But they were good sports. I loved it.
that's really cute.
They definitely fight over that flamingo though. They look happy in the pictures, but they were like little frenzy fighters for sure. And so I just doodled. I loved the white pen on that raspberry background sheet. Like
those seagulls look so cute just traced like that on there.
Just a pen. I'd even cut them out. I just traced it on there and did that. And then I just did a few little details in the flowers. Oh, that's right. And I did just a little bit of a shape scissors there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I saw that. That's really cute.
Because I'm like, did I fringe on this one? I did fringe on the next layout, but that's next kit. I was like, when did I use fringe? But no, this one I did this other shape scissors. So yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, this color, I mean, it just pops that background. I was like, oh, I love it. And then I used, of course, I had to pull in the flamingo from the summer accessory set, and the
those go together really cute.
Yeah, so that was really fun. And then, of course, pulling out Paradise, which is being vaulted here soon. So if you don't have Paradise, make sure to check your inbox. We'll be sending an email out in the coming days. But I do love.
That works really good. I love your little splash with all the layering on top of it. Nice. Like that's a great foundation for a cluster like that. It's really cute.
Well, and I just love the Paradise flower with the tiny seeds. I think I used it. Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, I'm sure we did. It's so cute though. It's such a go-to. Oh, see? Okay. Yeah. I remember now. I love this layout too. This one turned out really fun. This challenge is all about amazing flowers. So using flowers, talk about flowers. This is where we're going to go flower heavy, of course, pulling on the flowers. Talk about flowers. Debbie gets like flowers every day from her hubby. So she should have just scrapbooked all of the flowers.
I do have a lot of pictures of those.
list of bouquets from him.
Yeah.
No, I
The
love
last one. Hang on.
Oh, so she's getting her flowers now.
Oh, you've got more? He even sent me flowers once.
Oh, well, that's great, Earl.
Wait.
Hey, it was
Oh,
okay,
Out here, orchids are attached to trees and they just grow.
yeah.
Oh,
Abby loves
cute.
orchids. She could never pass an orchid up ever.
They're beautiful.
That's so pretty.
It would just die in my home, but yeah, it's cute. It would just die.
Let's be real.
Here they
All my
literally they graft orchids to the trunks of the trees and tie them on, which then put roots in, and you don't have to water them or anything. You just walk out and you have orchids growing off the trunks.
Awesome.
About
Do you have
30.
a favorite flower, Debbie?
Well, I'm changing my mind since coming to Hawaii. I've always liked orchids, but I'm really in love with them now. There's so many different kinds that I wasn't aware of. So really
You
beautiful.
also have to let you know, for those for you that are watching or watch the replay, let us know what your favorite flower is. Shiloh, do you have a favorite flower?
I was just trying to think about that. I'm like, I don't know that I really do. I just like flowers.
Yeah.
I like lots of flowers.
Yeah, when David and I were dating, we call them happy flowers, which are just like the mixture, like
Right.
Yeah,
the
like the
flowers at the
wildflower.
grocery store. Yeah, like the mixture ones.
Yep.
I really do enjoy those more than like roses.
Yeah.
I'm more of
Yeah.
like, go get me a mixture of flowers versus
I love
just
the combination of colors and so on.
Me too. I love I guess it's the color when a color scheme is pretty, and you look at a bouquet and it has all the pretty colors and all the pretty greenery and
Yeah.
I think if I could get my flower beds like that, where it was just an explosion of different colors and textures, that's what would make me.
Oh,
happy.
so lilacs. Ooh, lilacs.
Valerie likes
Lilacs
gardenias.
are
Oh, they smell so good.
Oh,
Both of
they do
those.
smell good.
Maybe I should venture out in my flower world. I don't know. I guess there's time for me to change still. Debbie's changing, so Debbie's changing her mind. So I have time.
We all evolve, right? Anyway, I love your layout, Mom. It's really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, this was fun. Yeah, flowers are, I love layering and making flowers, but it was fun to pull in the hexagon again and have those palm trees coming out from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love how you
Awesome.
like actually put a flower in the middle of the oasis, the little,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then you put a little flower there and you put a flower. I mean, the way to take the challenge, Deb.
And I like how you tuck the little leaves out in between the layers on your right side flower. Like that's fun. And then you have the paradise swirl,
Mm-hmm.
which is really fun.
This is the flower. If you guys don't have the paradise, the yellow is the paradise flower with the tiny seaside flower on top. It is so cute. Don't miss your opportunity to get the paradise.
Yeah,
set.
they really go
It's going
together
to the
so
vault.
perfect.
So cute. Okay, but I love your flamingo and how it's like bizzazzed.
Yes, I bedazzled it. And pineapple.
That's awesome.
Let me see if I can zoom in on this guy. Hold on.
I have to
Girl.
say, Mom, I am loving seeing you scrapbook pictures of yourself.
Oh, thank you.
I just, not that all your layouts have been great, but it's so fun to see you out doing stuff with your husband and taking pictures, and this is
Yes.
great. It's wonderful to see.
And you guys are rocking that selfie. Look at
Yeah.
that.
That's all.
That's
It's
figuring it
not-
out.
it's just him and I here, and I'm like, we have to do a selfie. We have to do a selfie.
It's
But his
great.
arms are longer than mine, so we manage it.
That helps.
He's a good sport. I remember meeting Earl, and he was like, I don't want the camera. I'm like, get used to it, bud. I was like,
Married into a scrapbooking family.
it's like you can't be camera shy. Not happening.
Hmm.
Cute. Lots of cute things. Yes. So of course, Maddie sent me these pictures from
I
Elsie.
That's so pretty.
And so I have to share that with you.
Moms. I love your title on there too. That is so pretty, Susan.
Well, once I found out that that's LJ's like slogan kind of thing, like that's what it is, the land of palms. I was like, oh, well,
yeah,
perfect. Right.
that's awesome.
the little green leaves poking out. I
Uh-huh.
thought I had them on my table, but I don't see them. So
Or is it one of those like packaged of paper ones, you know?
yeah, from Hobby Lobby, they're like pretty inexpensive. They're only like $3 and you get like a pack of 6 of them or something. They
Cute.
were super cute with this kit. So next time you guys are at Hobby Lobby, look for those. They're a little cute package. I don't know. I'll look for them here in a moment. Yeah, I was just the pictures just made this page shine, and of course,
Yeah.
like, the perfect color, and you can't get any better than that. It wasn't planned, by the way. She literally sent those pictures, and I was in the middle of creating my layouts, and I was like, "Nope, I'm switching."
No,
Like,
they're
that was
so cute.
perfect. So
I have to say this main pattern is so pretty with this whole thing. Like just everything about this is just beautiful.
yeah, it's a fun one. for
And it
sure.
really highlights those pictures.
Beautiful.
Well, I want to use like the toucan, like I really do want to use it. I think it could be a fun twist, like on graduation,
Yeah.
like, something like that, where you use the title cat. I think one of you used it, but I didn't use it, but I wanted to. You can toucan do it or whatever, right?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
What I wanted to scrapbook with that, I just didn't have time to print them. It was that I've never scrapbooked that zipline adventure thing we did.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
that was like a pretty scary thing for me.
it was.
It was really scary because I hate heights, and there were so many things involved in heights. And so I was trying to find the pictures as I was like, this would be fun because it would be like, embracing something that's kind of scary, but then we were kind of in a bit of a tropical location. That's what I'd hoped to scrapbook, but I don't know where I those pictures are on a CD somewhere. I know that sounds pretty old, but and
Not as big somewhere. Well, I
and
think
it's packed
like
still, so I'm like, I just can't find it. But
you
I
start
would
saying,
love
like,
to do that eventually with it
yeah,
more of
that
the
would be fun. I'm trying to think if I have easy access. I'll have to look through my stuff. I might be able to find them fast for you.
I'm like, it's super annoying, but I'm like, I've never scrapbooked it, and I was like, I think that would just be really cute. So I'm tempted to get another bit of this paper so I can make more of that. Just as it would be really fun for that.
It would be really
Anyway,
fun. It was up in the trees.
Yeah, I do love how you did your pine tree or your palm tree.
Yeah, I just added some layers and it really adds some depth and structure to it. And then of course you add some pop-up behind that. And I remember just zeroing in on this palm tree, and I just was having so much joy just in the palm tree. Like I was like, this is so cute.
I tend to add layers with another color like I did on one of mine, but I really love just that green layered and layered like that. Pop
Yeah.
up. Gives it just a lush and full feel.
Yeah. And again, sometimes our tendency, like our natural tendency might be not to do the stem blue or like the stem, like, and it just, because the colors are so vibrant, it just really adds that playful, creative touch to it. Super cute. Oh, those are perfect pictures. Look how cute that worked out.
Yeah, I've been waiting, and I'm so glad I did. This was from a couple years ago, and I've always loved these pictures. This was Christmas Eve. We were in Florida, and we were just leaving the beach, and there was this palm tree sitting there, and we were like, let's take some pictures. And so it was like all these silhouette pictures of my kids and family, and the colors, and with the palm tree. I was like, I've just been waiting for paper that would work for this.
This is perfect.
It ended up just this kit was perfect for it, and so I was really excited to finally get to scrapbook this. And then the title, Find Me Under the Palms, I'm like, perfect, like that's exactly, yeah. So I was pretty excited about this one. Anyway, there's flowers on there too, but the pictures are my favorite.
A little flower friendly for sure.
Yeah, lots of flowers, and I added my little toucan bird on here too, but mine's not as cute as mom's. So
No, I
Love
think Lily,
this.
you definitely won in that. Not that it's a competition, but it's super cute. That's right. I did throw this last page in. I pulled
Oh,
in
that's so
cardstock.
cute.
that's pretty.
I did a little bit of modeling paste there. And because I loved the tiny seaside, so cute. I was like, I want to do more flowers. They bought this little yin yang necklace. So it wasn't like anything to do with tropical or swimming or anything like that. It was just a very much aesthetic page, I guess you could call it. I don't know, but it's really, yeah. The colors were so fun. I was like, I'm just going to spotlight this one picture. So super easy.
Really cute.
Came together really quickly, actually, even with all the layers and the little things. It was like so quick to put together. And when you kind of get to that point with your scraps too, I feel like you just kind of just make do and you just quickly just make faster decisions. And it was so fast, so quick. So anyway, so that's a look at this some inspiration and ideas using the kit, as well as a variety of different memories that maybe sparked ideas in how you can create with the kit or what pictures to use with this kit. Debbie, we were talking a little bit yesterday, and I actually really loved how you said, like, I work to make it work sometimes with my pictures.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really sometimes what you do. Sometimes you have those perfect pictures like Shiloh's where like they're just perfect. And you're like, what? Those are so good. And then sometimes you just, really the challenge is to make time to create and to do it consistently. And in that, do it meaningfully, knowing the benefits that it does for you, knowing the wellness and the center and the time that to enjoy doing something you do, because this kit is super fun to create with. It's happy and fun, and it brings all the right feelings and the right vibes and all of that stuff into the experience. So we look forward to, of course, to see what you guys play to create with the kit. Make sure to share it with us. Use hashtag create with Kiwi Lane. We'd love to see it. Share it in the Kiwi Lane community, and let us know what you guys think. So I don't see any questions. Do you guys see any questions?
Nope.
You guys have us?
No, I think was just the flamingo one, I think.
I know, now I have an itch to go to a tropical vacation again. So I think I have to go reminisce, and it's just not going to happen with back to school now and all of that. But I'm just going to have to go reminisce. All right. Well, happy Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.